Oh, Salem, you never fail to deliver the kind of delicious, heart-stopping drama that keeps us glued to our screens day after day. Just when you think the chess pieces on the corporate battlefield of DiMera Enterprises and Titan might finally settle into some kind of uneasy truce, along comes another seismic shift that threatens to blow everything apart. This week, the whispers in the corridors of power have turned into full-blown revelations, and at the center of it all is Philip Kyriakis looking every bit the stunned executive whose world just got flipped upside down. And the messenger? None other than the ever-elegant, always calculating Anna DiMera. Let me paint the picture for you, because this isn't just some casual hallway conversation. Picture this: Philip, sharp in one of his tailored suits, pacing the sleek offices of Titan with that signature Kyriakis intensity. He's been juggling more than his fair share lately: business pressures, lingering family loyalties, and of course, his deepening connection with Gabi Hernandez. That relationship has been a slow-burn spark in the midst of all the corporate warfare, hasn't it? For once, Philip seemed almost hopeful, talking about building something real, something lasting beyond the boardroom betrayals that have defined so much of his life. But hope in Salem is a dangerous luxury. Enter Anna. She arrives at Titan like a force of nature designer, heels clicking with purpose, that perfectly coiffed hair not daring to move out of place, and an expression that says she's done playing games. Their meeting wasn't accidental. Anna sought Philip out deliberately, and what she unloaded on him left the man literally speechless. Jaw dropped, eyes wide. The kind of stunned silence we've seen from Philip before, usually when a family secret or a corporate knife in the back comes flying his way. Sources close to the scene, and in Salem, there are always sources suggest Anna didn't hold back. She laid out Gabi's secret, the one involving espionage activities right under everyone's noses at DiMera. Yes, that Gabi. The woman who's been weaving her way through the DiMera empire with her trademark ambition and fire. Now, let's back up a bit, because this doesn't happen in a vacuum. We've got to talk about the DiMera household first. Tony DiMera has been in full appeasement mode with his wife Anna, and let me tell you, it's been a sight. Anna is done with Salem. Fed up. Exhausted by the endless cycles of revenge, corporate takeovers, secret alliances, and the kind of emotional whiplash that comes with being a DiMera. She's been vocal about it, packing metaphorical bags, dreaming of a life somewhere far from the constant drama of this town. Who can blame her? Years of navigating Stefano's legacy, dealing with imposter dramas, family members rising from the dead, and enough champagne-soaked schemes to fill a lifetime. Anna wants out. She wants peace, luxury, and perhaps a villa where the biggest crisis is deciding which vintage to open with dinner. But Tony? Tony's not quite ready to sail off into the sunset without tying up loose ends. He's a DiMera through and through, strategic, patient when it counts, and always looking at the long game. Before they can truly leave, he insists on securing the future of DiMera Enterprises. They need a new CEO, someone capable, ruthless enough, and loyal, or at least controllable, to steer the ship. And who has Tony set his sights on? Gabi Hernandez. Of course. Gabi's proven herself time and again as a formidable player. She's got the drive, the business acumen, and that unyielding will that reminds so many of the old guard. Tony sees her as the perfect choice to hold down the fort while the DiMeras make their exit. The problem? Gabi herself. She's been hesitant, pulling back in ways that have Tony and Anna exchanging pointed looks. Why? Because for the first time in a long while, Gabi is thinking about something beyond power plays and takeovers. She's invested in Philip. Really invested. Their relationship has moved past the flirtatious banter and strategic alliances into something that feels genuine: late-night conversations, shared vulnerabilities, that electric chemistry that makes viewers root for them even when we know Salem romances are rarely simple. Gabi wants longevity with Philip. She wants to explore what a real partnership could look like, without the constant shadow of corporate espionage or family vendettas hanging over them. Agreeing to Tony's offer would mean diving deeper into the DiMera world, potentially putting her budding future with Philip at risk. It's the classic soap dilemma: love versus ambition, heart versus empire. That's where Anna comes in as the ultimate facilitator. She's not just stirring the pot for fun, though Anna does love a well-timed dramatic reveal. This is strategic. By exposing Gabi's secret to Philip, the details of her covert activities, the information gathering, the subtle manipulations within DiMera that served her own ends, Anna creates the perfect storm. Philip, blindsided and reeling from the betrayal, is likely to confront Gabi. That confrontation could shatter the trust they've built, leaving Gabi emotionally raw and perhaps more open to Tony's proposal. With her relationship on the rocks, taking the CEO position becomes not just a professional move, but a lifeline, a way to channel her energy and prove her worth on her own terms. Anna gets what she wants. Gabi installed, Tony satisfied, and the green light to finally leave Salem behind. It's masterful, really. Cold, calculated, but utterly on brand for the DiMeras. What do I think about Anna exposing Gabi's secret? As a longtime watcher who's seen Anna evolve from vivacious schemer to a woman who's earned her moments of peace, I have mixed feelings. On one hand, it's brilliant television. The fireworks that will erupt when Philip processes this, the hurt in his eyes, the angry confrontations, maybe even a temporary split that leaves both characters questioning everything that's pure Days of Our Lives gold. We've seen Philip grow, seen him fight for redemption arcs and try to be better than the Kiriaki's name sometimes dictates. Learning that the woman he's falling for has been playing a dangerous game behind the scenes? It's going to gut him. And Gabi? She's no innocent either. Her ambition has always been her double-edged sword. This exposure forces her to face the consequences of her choices, and in Salem, consequences always come with layers of revenge, reconciliation, and more secrets. On the other hand, part of me feels for the potential of what Philip and Gabi could have been. They've had such compelling chemistry lately, the way Gabi's fiery spirit challenges Philip's more calculated nature. It's refreshing to see them both wanting something real amid all the chaos. Anna's move, while effective for her goals, might destroy that before it fully blooms. But that's the beauty of this show, isn't it? Nothing stays peaceful for long. Relationships are tested, broken, and sometimes rebuilt stronger in the fires of betrayal. Let's speculate on what's coming, because this storyline is ripe with possibilities. Will Philip march straight to Gabi, demanding answers in one of those intense, rain-soaked or dimly lit confrontations we love? Picture it, Philip's voice cracking with disbelief. How could you, Gabi? After everything we've shared, Gabi, defensive at first, then vulnerable, trying to explain that her actions were about survival, about securing her place in a world that never handed her anything easily. There could be tears, raised voices, maybe even a moment where they almost kiss before the anger pulls them apart again. Classic. Meanwhile, back at the DiMera mansion, Tony will be soothing Anna, pouring her a glass of something expensive, promising that once Gabi is locked in, they'll be on the first plane out. But we know how these final exits go in Salem. How many times have characters sworn they were leaving, only to be pulled back by some crisis or unresolved grudge? Anna might get her wish temporarily, but something tells me the DiMera's influence will linger like a fine perfume or a lingering toxin. Don't forget the ripple effects across other families. The Kiriakises will have opinions about Philip getting entangled with a DiMera operative. Victor's legacy, or his memory, would probably have strong words on the matter. Xander and the rest of the crew at Titan? This could shift alliances dramatically, maybe even spark a new corporate war if Philip's distraction leads to missteps. And what about the Hernandez family? Gabi's relatives have their own stakes in her success and happiness. This revelation could divide loyalties in ways we haven't seen yet. As for the espionage details Anna dropped, I'm dying to know the full scope. Was it limited to financial intel? Were there personal secrets she uncovered that could affect multiple characters? In Salem, no secret is ever small. It always ties back to someone's paternity drama, hidden fortune, or long-buried crime. Philip's reaction might not just be personal heartbreak, it could have professional repercussions. Does he use this information against DiMera? Does he confront Tony directly? The boardroom battles ahead are going to be legendary. I can already imagine the upcoming episodes. tense stares across crowded rooms at the pub or the country club. Gabi trying to salvage things with Philip while juggling Tony's persistent offers. Anna watching from the sidelines with that satisfied smirk, perhaps sharing a knowing glance with her husband. And underneath it all, the question lingers, can Gabi and Philip survive this? Or is this the beginning of the end for them, paving the way for new romantic entanglement? Salem has a way of healing its own wounds while creating fresh ones. Philip might forgive Gabi eventually, as these characters often do after sufficient groveling, dramatic rescues, or shared tragedies. Or maybe this pushes Gabi fully into the DiMera fold, transforming her into an even more formidable player. Either way, the drama is heating up, and I, for one, cannot look away. Anna's timing couldn't be more perfect, or perfectly cruel. By striking now, when Gabi is most vulnerable in her feelings for Philip, she's forcing a choice. And in Days of Our Lives, choices like these rarely come without collateral damage. The coming weeks promise explosive confrontations, tearful confessions, and perhaps a few shocking twists we haven't even anticipated. Will Tony and Anna truly ride off into the sunset? Will Gabi take the throne at DiMera? And can Philip's heart recover from yet another betrayal in a town built on them? Stay tuned, fellow fans. The corporate intrigue is merging with matters of the heart in the most explosive way possible. This isn't just business, it's personal, deeply personal. And in Salem, personal always means must-see TV. The layers keep unfolding, the betrayals cut deeper, and the hope for redemption flickers even in the darkest moments. That's why we keep coming back. That's why this show endures.